Hey, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is a Commodore 64 game. It's called Pitfall, and it's made by Activision. This is a game that was released first for the Atari 2600 console in 1982. What's interesting, second best-selling game made for the Atari 2600, and just after Pac-Man. And it sold over 4 million copies, so it was quite popular. This is the Commodore 64 version. It was available for different platforms: the Atari 2600, 5200, Atari 8-bit machines, ColecoVision, MSX, the Commodore 64, and television, Sega SG-1000. And versions for iOS and Android are available if you have an iPhone or an iPad. And I've actually tried them, and they work quite well and are pretty true to the original gameplay. So basically, the gameplay is a player must maneuver a character, Pitfall Harry, through a maze-like jungle in an attempt to recover 32 treasures in a 20-minute time period. And of course, along the way, you must negotiate numerous hazards like pits, quicksand, rolling logs, fire, rattlesnakes, scorpions, and crocodiles. Harry may jump over or avoid these obstacles by climbing, running, or swinging on vines to avoid them. Treasure includes gold and silver bars, diamond rings, and bags of money. So under the jungle there's a tunnel which Harry can access through ladders found at various points. Traveling through the tunnels moves forward 3 screens at a time. So basically you start the score as you've seen at 2000 and you have 3 lives. So let's just start it here. We'll put the joystick in settings, joystick settings, everything's okay here. Yep. So we'll just start the game. F1, as you've seen. This is the Vice 64 emulator for the Commodore. For the we're running in an old Pentium 4 with Windows XP. So if you're wondering what this is, and here we go. So you see these obstacles that you gotta be careful of. Every time you touch something that's not meant to be touched, you'll basically have you lose points, as you see here. You gotta be careful. The crocodiles can actually, when their mouths are open, the crocodiles are dangerous. Here's the scorpions. And I just lost a life. You got to be really careful. Timing is really important here. Some obstacles are much more difficult to pass than others. And here I'm in a dead end, as you see. So this is the Commodore 64 version, and what happened is that you basically are pretty much in 1982. So it's one of the first Commodore 64 games to come out. I remember playing a lot of this game. It was one of my favorite games for the Commodore 64 when it came out, actually. So as you see, you lose points when you actually touch any objects that are not meant to be. Kind of allows a touch here. Darn it. So you claim all 32 treasures and the perfect score you can have in this game is 114,000 if you get everything right and don't lose any points on the way. And what was interesting, when Pitfall was originally sold, anyone who scored above 20,000 points could actually send Activision a picture of his or her television screen and receive a Pitfall Harry Explorer Club patch. So it's pretty cool. So Pitfall was a massive success for the 2600, the Atari 2600, and Arcade Express magazine reviewed the game on August 30th, 1982, and they kind of said that it was probably one of the best adventure games yet, giving it a score of 8 out of 10. And there's a sequel called Pitfall 2, of course, which I will be doing another video just after this one, so both of them will be online together. And there was a cartoon lineup that actually had Pitfall Harry in an animated television on CBS back in 1983. So it didn't last very long though. So Pitfall for the Commodore 64, I give this game a score of 8.5 out of 10. It's really was really a nice game, and I think it's still today one of those nice challenging games. And it's a one disc D64, so want to get it. One of those cool Commodore 64 games. So like I said, if you want to try it, you should actually get it. It's available on the Arnold website. What's nice about the game also is that when you lose a life, you don't start all over, you just continue at the level where you are. Of course, the object of the game is not to lose any points. Here's an example of a gold bar that you can pick up. So if you enjoy viewing our games and our videos, and you like old stuff, old computers, old emulation stuff also, basically you should subscribe to our channel and actually view our different videos, and you'll know by subscribing when we put new videos online. We'll try to put as many as possible, and we'll try to cover as many consoles and emulation stuff as possible also. And take a look at our other videos. We have stuff with real machines like the Atari ST and Amiga 500. We have emulation stuff on Commodore 64, Super Nintendo, and lots more. We do have a real Commodore 64 machine here. The problem is I've not been able to hook it up correctly to actually load the games directly on my Commodore, because I would really enjoy having the real Commodore show up here instead of emulation. But hey, emulation works pretty well, and Vice 64 is one of the good emulators out there. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back. If you have a request of a game for any types of consoles or emulation, that you'd like us to talk about, do a video, let us know and we'll try to put a video online for you. And so thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the Old Computer Museum. Bye-bye.